There we are. All righty then. And we are live.
Yay!
And I'm going to tilt that up just a wee bit. Because I don't need to see the side of the...
Jesus, it's so bright in here.
I know, it is so bright in here.
Cosmically bright.
So very bright, because, good gentles all, well, first and foremost, more important, I'm David Ante, the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Brewing.
And together we are Drunk and Disorderly. And we would like to welcome you to this, our 26th episode, I think.
Has it really only been 26 episodes?
It's either 26 or 27.
It feels like it's been like 40.
It does feel like longer. Somehow, it's just because of cooking with Foxy. Yes, that's the thing. I never actually finished saying the subject of the sentence.
Oh yeah, cooking with Foxy. That's the thing that we're doing right now.
Yes, indeed.
But
that is the thing that it is
potentially
the 27th. Yes, with orgasmically bright light as I grind my bread over here. Because, good gentles all, I would like to first thing on the show today, I'd actually like to give a little thank and a shout out to our patrons. Because we have, we're looking brighter. I like how we look right here.
You're so bright.
I kind of want to play with it a little bit because I want to see. All right.
Oh, no.
We just got a new light.
Oh, it's got a remote.
It's not really a remote. It's attached to the cord. It's not. It's just a switch. So yes, thanks to our patrons, we have lighting, which can be that is oh, there we go. There's that. That's the natural light. And then there's this, which makes us look like we're in a hospital.
Yep.
And then there's this,
which is
kind of in the middle.
This is more like a classroom. This is
more like a classroom.
This is like a science lab.
Would you actually like to switch it to?
Do
you like that one better?
I like the natural.
You like that one better?
It makes me less anxious.
Let me see if I can get. Oh, it can get brighter. It can get, what do you think? That's bright as it goes. What do you think of that?
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I like
it
that.
can go a little. Oh, I turned it off. There we go. Now it's on. And
oh, it does make quite a difference.
It can go a little bit lower.
No, keep it.
You want it higher?
We'll put it in the middle.
Oh, here's the highest it goes. I actually like this.
Isn't this fun? Don't you like us adjust the
Yes, indeed.
The lights?
Don't you love watching us play with the lights?
And now it's time for lighting with Foxy.
Let's see who's here. This is here, as is Dr. Aki. Clifton is here. Ron and Kat. So yeah, let's move on to what we're cooking today. So, good gentles all, we are going to be doing yet another recipe from an unexpected cookbook, a Hobbit cookbook. Go ahead and lift up the books to show them the cover. Because the cover, there we are. Now the cover is visible. Yes, an unexpected cookbook, a book of Hobbit cookery. Because we are nerdy cooks, and that is how we do.
This one was voted upon.
This one was.
Patrons.
Most of our cookbooks have been voted upon.
Actually, all of them except for the Elder Scrolls, I believe.
And the just-in-time one, and the medieval cookbook.
Well, I mean, the just-in-time.
Well, half of our cookbooks have been voted on.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh yeah, I forgot the medieval one wasn't voted on. Well, you get the point. I was gonna say it's a.
Our first few cookbooks weren't voted on because we hadn't landed on the whole voting on cookbooks thing yet.
Yes, we weren't a democracy at that point.
Yes, indeed.
And now we're a democracy.
We're not really a democracy. We're more of a republic.
Which brings me to my point that I was trying to make, which is that you can vote on the cookbooks that we use if you become a patron. There we go. Now you can interrupt me again with some stupid information.
Panic broke up at an angle of 176 degrees because I am contrary.
It might be a good idea to assume that we don't know anything about votes.
Well, you see, if I'm correct, if it was at 170-something degrees, then that essentially means that the Titanic
your goddamn bread?
Went up into the air instead of going down into the water, which I think would be funny. Right, let's go on to what we're cooking. So, good gentles all, today we are cooking some supper, a Hobbit supper, and specifically we are going to be cooking stuffed and roasted mushrooms as voted on and chosen by our patrons. Every other week or so, we put up a poll and the patrons get to vote, usually on what we're cooking, and if not what we're cooking, then what cookbook we are going to be getting next. Right now, by the way, in case you're wondering what I'm sitting here doing, I am rubbing what is left of a loaf of bread, the last final bit of it, against a cheese grater. Because that's how you make breadcrumbs.
It's a fruitless task.
Indeed. The other way to make breadcrumbs, of course, is to just eat bread. There is no... You know what? Next time we use the strawberry bread, we just gotta wait for it to get stale, which is never gonna happen because that is moist as hell.
And we keep eating it.
And we keep eating it. So it's tasty. Not that this bread wasn't tasty. We just forgot about it and it went stale.
Okay.
It was all right.
It's all right.
It was all right. It was an okay bread.
Standard wheat bread.
But we forgot about it and it went stale. So, good gentles all, if your bread goes stale, don't throw it out.
Make breadcrumbs.
Make breadcrumbs with it.
Or
stuffing. But either way, run it over a cheese grater and you got yourself some breadcrumbs. Good evening, Bradley. It is good to see more people stopping by our little corner of insanity.
Now with better lighting.
Now with better lighting. Indeed.
It's a nicely lit insanity corner.
Yes, indeed. We're almost done with this slight lump of bread.
This is a thrilling conclusion of Foxy grating bread.
Well, this last corner is the most stale. You see, you know, I'm
don't use it. Why?
Yeah, this end is too stale. So, but yeah, stale bread
Yay.
can be turned into breadcrumbs.
So much stale bread. What are we gonna do with all this stale bread?
Well, we're going to use this stale bread to make us some stuffed and roasted mushrooms. And that great. We're going to be making 8 of them. And the reason why we're going to be making 8 of them, the recipe calls for 4. But the recipe calls for mushrooms that are stuffed with meat and then have cheese on top of them. And if you know anything about this show, you know that the ancient Hebrew ancestors were picky when it came to eating things.
We do not like the milk and meat.
And we do not like the milk and meat. Can't do the milk and meat. So we're going to do 4 of them using real meat and no cheese. And we're going to do another 4 using fake meat and real cheese. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, first step. And that step is for you. Are you ready to do the first step?
Sure, but here, take my crumb.
Very well. All right, scooch over that way.
All right, what do I do with these mushrooms?
Wash them.
Oh, okay.
What, you don't like me making you wash the...
I love when you make me do all the tasks that you don't want to do.
Well, would you rather do something else?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
It's
I'm
fine?
just going to be passive-aggressive about it.
You're going to be?
Yeah.
Passive-aggressive?
Yeah.
About this?
Yeah.
Very well. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do...
It's like the size of your face.
Yes. Yes, it is. Are you going to wash them now?
No, stop staring at me.
I'm going to look over this way then.
Good.
Are you washing them now?
That's why I'm about to. You're putting so much pressure on me.
Well, I need to know if you're washing them so I can move on to the next step.
It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure.
Should I just move on to the next step?
That makes me feel like I'm about to take a test.
Should I just move on to the next step and then just hope that you're washing them? Shall we go with that?
Yes.
We're just going to move on to the next step. And in order to move on... What? That's all right. I've heard that a lot from a lot of people. Actually, you know, I just realized... Hold up. There's a step we missed.
Where do I put the clean one?
What?
Where do I put the clean one?
Oh, you're going to need a plate for that or something. Here, I'm going to put the breadcrumbs over here in this bowl. So now I have a plate for you to put the clean mushroom heads, caps on, is what they are called.
Yes, what was the step we were missing?
What?
What's the step that we were missing?
Beer.
Oh, the beer. Yes, that's
beer. The beer is an important step. Good gents all here on Cooking with Foxy. We've got a tradition where every week we try a new beer that we have never tried before. Our mystery brew this week is S'more Stout. S'more Stout by... Try not to break the dishes. By Big Muddy River. I believe that was right? Big Muddy. Big Muddy Brewing Company. Big Muddy Brewing Company. S'more Stout. And the comments are just flinging by, and I'm only catching half of them.
It's okay.
It's all right. So as long as I catch some of them, I will be fine. I know. How could we have forgotten the beer? There's something wrong. Something horribly wrong with us.
How we could forget it.
But there we are. I found my brain. All right. Where did the popper topper go? I actually pulled it out and put it in a place where it would be available.
Oh no! Why did you do that?
Why did I? There it is. I have it. All right. S'more Stout beer by Big Muddy Brewing Company. Let's see how this tastes. give it a go.
Oh, you didn't clink. You drank it before you clinked. That's bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put it back in. Just swallow it. Just swallow it. Just swallow it. Just swallow it.
Okay. I like it. I can see why they call it s'mores.
Oh, the aftertaste.
There's a little bit of a marshmallowy aftertaste.
You can't really taste it going down.
It's not really. It's actually not so much marshmallowy as it's caramely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not caramel as in caramel, but like caramelized.
It's pretty good though. I like it.
Like it does smell like a taste fire. Tastes like a campfire is the words I was trying to word. There we go. Shut up.
This tastes fire.
This does taste fire. That's all right.
It is pretty fire.
I like it. Would recommend to do that again. So yeah, while you are continuing to wash those mushroom caps, we actually need to move to the next step. Which the next step is preparing your meat. And in order to prepare your meat, we're going to have to go to another recipe because this thing calls for, if you will see right there, we need about a cup of country sausage, which is another recipe in this thing. So let's go ahead and prepare that. So, page 15. There it is. This is theoretically for breakfast. And basically the idea behind this, because I like the way this cookbook is set up, I would like to recommend this cookbook because I like the way that they have set it up with the idea of, you got certain recipes in here where the idea is that if you have leftovers, you use those leftovers for another recipe, which is what you do, you know, if you live in IRL, if you live in the Shire, which is to say if you live in, you know, in a semi-rural countryside setting. You know, it is very much common practice to take whatever you had for breakfast. And
look at this one.
That is a gorgeous one.
It's like the Godzilla mushroom cap.
It is. Whoa. It is like the Godzilla mushroom cap.
Look at this mushroom cap. It's huge.
So, we're going to go ahead and make some sausage, which means I need this bowl. So this bowl of breadcrumbs is going to go into this bowl over here. Very good.
The name of the cookbook is The Unofficial Hobbit Cookbook.
The Unofficial Hobbit Cookbook.
It's by
which is just actually, it's an unexpected cookbook is the name.
Yeah.
And the Unofficial Hobbit Cookbook is more of the subtitle.
Yeah, that's the subtitle.
Yes, indeed. The super title, which is to say the actual title, the title is An Unexpected Cookbook. It is fun. It is fantastic. So let's get this sausage prepared.
You're a sausage.
I am a sausage. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to be making 2 batches of these, one with real meat and one with fake meat. Indeed. So, first thing you're going to need is to mix together your spices. So, we've got, what is this? Oh, that's thyme. That's thyme. So you're going to need 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme, which we took from our garden. Yes, indeed. So let's just divide that in half. Very good. Put about that there, a little bit more there, a little bit more there, and the rest of that, and the rest of that. Oh, let's see. Let's take a sniff.
It's definitely cloves.
Oh, it is definitely cloves. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of cloves. So let's put about half of that in there. Half of that in there. Again, I'm making 2 batches, so everything half a teaspoon, so that's half a teaspoon of cloves, half a teaspoon of cloves, half a teaspoon of cloves, quarter teaspoon, right?
Yes.
Right. Because we're basically taking our recipe and cutting it in half and doing 2 separate batches. What's the next thing we got down there?
I don't know.
It
looks like maybe.
That's nutmeg.
It's not.
That's nutmeg. That's a half a teaspoon of nutmeg.
An odd addition of spice.
Put the nutmeg there.
Nutmeg.
Put the nutmeg there.
Nutmeg.
A little bit more there. A little bit more there. Very good. All right. Nutmeg. Next we've got, what is this? Fennel seeds. 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds. All right.
Fennel seeds.
Just some fennel seeds.
Yeah, just the whole ass fennel seeds?
Just the whole ass fennel seeds.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be interesting.
All right.
All right. And then what do we got here? We got, that's sage. Wow. That is sage. Fresh sage, also from our garden. We planted it, and then we harvested it. Isn't that great? We're agrarian.
We're agrarian.
We are so very agrarian. So that's 2 tablespoons teaspoons rather, 2 teaspoons of sage. So a little bit there, and there, and get the rest of that in there. And it's ready in there. So we got sage. And then what's what I got? What are you? Oh, that's the rosemary. Oh, fresh rosemary from our garden because we're gardening. It's great. It's great. Do you like gardening? I do too. So rosemary, that is 1/2 teaspoon. So let's put that over here, half of it over here, and half of it over here, 1/4 teaspoon there. So we got, what is this?
Basil, probably?
That's for later.
Oh, that's for later.
That's for later.
Oh, that's for later.
Over here.
Okay.
Here we go. This is the next one. That is garlic.
Oh, yes.
That is 2 cloves of garlic, so saith the book, but I always just add more. So that's more like 5 cloves of garlic. Or say, yeah, that sounds about right. Minced properly. Drink some beer, and then you add your garlic. Garlic, 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 garlic. More garlic, more garlic, more garlic. There. And one final ingredient, and that is 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar. So you can go there.
Wow.
You can go there.
It's clumps.
Well, because it's been sitting for a little while.
Well, now I think it's the scoop.
It is. It's shaped like the scoop. But that's all right. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's there.
Brown sugar mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh,
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. But all right.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm just gonna grind this up a little bit in my fingers. What's left in that little bowl? Can you put in there, please, for me, of the brown sugar that is there? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let me just grind that up a bit. There we are. Mix up these seasonings a bit. Mix them together. Yep, you gotta squishy and squish. Now, the last thing that we need to add, of course, is
mushroom.
Not yet.
Meat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're not at the mushroom stage yet. Right now, we're still at the preparing the meat stage.
Oh.
You are following me, right?
Yeah.
Because we're making sausage now.
Yeah.
We're making sausage for breakfast, except we're skipping breakfast and using the sausage for breakfast as an ingredient in the mushrooms for dinner.
Yeah.
Because this makes sense. Yeah. All right, so that's the real meat, right? That's about 1 pound of it, right?
Yes.
All right, so open that up. The recipe calls for 2 1/4 pounds of meat. So we've got 1 pound and like a little bit more of real meat over here. And I want you to go ahead and put that in here.
All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
You ready for a meat chunk?
Yeah. There, meat chunk. Very good. We're going to mix this in here, and I want you to reach down underneath me over there, and we've got our other package of fake meat. Should be right there. Very good.
Fake meat.
Fake meat.
It's beyond meat.
It's beyond meat.
It's beyond meat.
And I want you to do the same thing I'm doing over here. I want you to pull that out of there, put it into the bowl, and mix it together, and get it good and mix it up, because you want your spice to be thoroughly mixed in with your meat. You don't want a chunk of meat with no spice in it, and you don't want to get like a big chunk of spice.
It feels weird.
Why does it feel weird? It's not weird. It's just meat. It's just. In fact, yours isn't even meat.
It's not even meat.
Yours is vegetables pretending to be meat. I'm the one who's actually sticking my hands into a dead body.
It feels weird. It's
Why is
mushy? It feels like
it's supposed
Play-Doh.
to be mushy. It's ground meat.
It feels
fake
like,
meat.
It feels like Play-Doh that went bad and also has like exfoliating scrub in it.
Well, that's the spices. Spices are very exfoliating.
No, it's the chunks.
Have you never tried exfoliating the spices?
It's the chunks. No, the chunks.
Oh, Matt Beatty saw the thumbnail and thought pancakes. I'm afraid that last week's episode was the pancakes.
That was the pancake episode.
One of the unfortunate things about the show is it is live, which means that we cannot have a picture of what we are cooking because we haven't made it yet. So instead, we have our picture of the thing that we made last week.
Time, yes.
So last week we made the pancakes. But if you become a patron, go to patreon.com/foxybars, and for the mere price of money per month, you can get episodes to back access to back episodes
of this show.
And so you can watch.
No, it's so cold on the inside.
Well, yeah, it's been in the fridge. All right, I think I'm almost done here, so I will finish that for you.
Aww.
How are we doing?
You mean it's not finished as it is?
Well, I mean, it's not like I doubt your mix
I think that you
ability.
do.
I kind of do just a little bit. Sorry. I'm going to wash my hands a bit between one and the other because one is meat and one is not meat. Excuse. Is that how you excuse yourself around me? Is by excusing? Very well. Very well.
No. My hands are so meaty.
It's all right.
It's not meat.
Well, my hands are. Oh, I see what you mean, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a slightly different texture.
It has exfoliating.
It does have exfoliating scrubbies in it.
Which means that you should put this on your face at night.
Yeah.
See if it cleans off your pores.
Is that really what we're suggesting to people? Do not take beauty advice from us. We don't know what we are talking
beautiful,
about.
Though, and you know why?
Well, we're beautifully naturally. Our beauty comes naturally.
It's because we put Beyond Meat on our faces and exfoliate
I don't know if we're going to if they're gonna start sponsoring us or if they're gonna sue us.
We're gonna start a beauty show. We'll be one of those beauty influencers.
We're gonna be a beauty cooking show.
We're gonna be a beauty show too.
Today we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook our meaty mushrooms that we're gonna plaster all over our faces.
Or you could just have a beauty show, but it's a beauty show where you take the meat and then you spread it all over your face and you scrub. You scrub.
All right. Let's cook our meat.
But then you won't be able to scrub with it.
It's all right. I think I'll be fine not scrubbing my meat.
You're not scrubbing the meat. You're scrubbing your face in the meat.
Either way, I'll be fine.
Are you sure? It seems like maybe you
Let's get this thing in the thing. All right, here we go.
You might want to change your exfoliants, David. Did you put any? You want to put something in there first, or do you want?
I don't believe so. I mean, it's
Drop the meat of the skillet.
Yep.
What if it sticks to the
I'm
skillet?
double checking.
What if it sticks?
I'm checking.
What if it sticks?
Checking.
Do you want to wear this as a hat?
Checking.
I think it would make a good hat.
Nope. Just put the meat in there. I double checked. I looked through the whole thing. It doesn't say a thing about oil or butter or nothing. Meat.
Mushroom hat.
Not yet.
Fine.
All right. There we go. All right. I want you to go ahead and wash both of these out. Let me wash my hand real quick.
Ah.
Oh, my love, my darling, hunger for your meat. All right. I'm going to grab 2 spatulas. Spatula number 1 and spatula number 2. So, this meat, by the way, which we are calling sausage, except it is not sausage because the ancient ancestors had issues with the flesh of the swine. And so we have the flesh of the cow instead. The way that this works, again, this is meant to be your breakfast sausage. So theoretically, you want to mold this into some sort of shape, a ball or a prismoid cube.
Are you a prismoid cube?
An Euclidean solid. I don't know.
Prismoid cube.
Theoretically, you would do that. You would chop. You'd mold them into some sort of shape, fry them as such, and you get a shape of meat, which you have for breakfast. And then the leftover gets chopped up in order to get put into the mushrooms. That being said, we're not having breakfast. We're going straight to the mushrooms. So there's no point in shaping it into a kind of shape. Instead, it makes much more sense to just chop it up as it is, brown your meat, and try to do it with both hands, and then you realize that your brain does not work well enough for that. Here, you go here, you go here. I am in charge. I am in control.
You are the boss of the meat.
Of my meat. I just dropped some on the floor. Oh well.
Happens to the best of us.
It's alright, it's only a tiny, tiny bit, and I'm not going to risk putting that back in. Alright, here, come on, chop my meat. I can chop my meat with the best of them. Alright, now that these are cooking, by the way, I can swig a little bit more of this. And I can inform you that I just realized that I made a minor mistake. And you know what that minor mistake is?
Heather would probably love the scraps for this.
Yeah, but those were raw. With a bit that fell on the floor anyway.
Although
that being said, when we...
able to eat that though, right?
What?
Since he's a carnivore.
Would you be able to eat the raw meat?
I don't know. I don't want to test it though, because he probably is not able to eat some of the spices.
Either way, he's a house cat.
Yeah.
He's lived his whole life in houses.
He eats dry crunchies until he pukes.
Add some. Get an onion.
Okay, you get an onion.
It's up there.
Oh.
Behind the light.
No. Why did you put it behind the light?
Because I remember I told you I made a mistake.
Don't go into the light.
I'm going into the light.
No.
Remember I told you I made a mistake? You remember my mistake?
What was your mistake? Did you forget?
Well, my mistake was to bump the camera just now. That's another mistake.
Yeah, well, yes, you did.
All right. Point is, my mistake is that remember how we're making 4, but we're making 8. Remember how we're making double of this? Remember? Because. Yeah. Because that. Because reason. So, I only chopped up enough for 1, rather. We need enough for 2, but there's only enough for 1. But that's okay. That's okay because we got time because I need to brine the meat.
We should have
browned the meat.
You need to brine the meat.
I can brine the meat if I want to. All right. Here. Okay, so grab a knife and circumcise that thing. Circumcise it at both ends. Very good. Other end. Very good.
Now we circumcise the whole thing.
Now that you circumcise it, you skin off. You just skin it. Skin the whole thing. Just peel the skin off. Are you skinned? Are you pretty skinned? All right, I am in your way when it comes to the garbage can, so let me just move this thing over here so you can put that in there.
Okay.
Scooch over. Very good. And I believe, yeah, you're good. Okay, let me go over here to this one. I like to have paying a lot of attention to that one and not enough attention to this one. Chopping up the meat, flipping up the meat around, making sure it's good and browned all over, and nice and chop it.
What am I doing with this onion?
All right, first you're going to turn it on. Yeah, there. Cut it into thirds. Thirds.
Oh, okay.
Thirds. Very good. Very nice. Now cut each of those thirds in half. Very good. Now, do you want to do this the easy way?
Yeah.
All right.
Easy way sounds nice.
Behind you is the chopper dopper mixer dealy thingy that we got from money with the patrons that they sent. Because we like our patrons. Because they send us things that enable us to do stuff with things. No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
That's from our colleague.
This thing.
That thing. No. Yes.
This thing.
Yes, this thing. There's a blade thingy.
There's a little process here.
There's a blade thingy that goes. Side note, this is starting to smell fantastic. Just the meat, because we put all of those spices in that meat. And dang it if those spices aren't doing wonderful things for that meat. Even the meat that isn't actually meat. Which is, in fact, I don't know.
And then do I just toss it in here?
What? Yep, toss it in there. Let that brown a bit more.
You put the thing on it. And now I need the magic wand.
Well, that thing, unfortunately, is attached to a cord. So go ahead and pass that over to me. And I will put this thing on top of this thing. Click. And...
Yay!
Gonna shake it a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's been out of the way, I think. Yeah, let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's pretty well chop it. Pretty well chop it. All right, so go grab a wooden bowl from over there.
And put it in the bowl.
And put it in the bowl. Just scoop it out and put it in the bowl.
Okay.
Actually, you might want a bigger bowl.
Okay.
Nah, just use that bowl.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Can I have a spoon?
You may have a spoon.
Can I have
Or you can use your fingers. But wasn't that a lot easier than chopping it with a knife? Or I can give you another spoon. It's all right.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a lot easier than chopping it with a knife?
It was.
And killing yourself with your eyes. And you want to tear your eyes out because, ow, it hurts your eyes. Ow, ow, ow.
It's still kind of hurting my eyes as I put it into this bowl.
But not as much as before.
But not as much.
Not nearly as much. It's definitely not hurting my eyes.
Wow, bloody job for
Well,
you.
often it does, like even from over here.
I know, yeah. Usually it
Because
fills up
usually I'm the one who's doing the chopping.
Brew with its onionness. It's a vengeful, spiteful plant.
All right, so we got our onions. That was a medium onion. You're going to need 2 medium onions, which is why we're doing this again.
Do we dump them in there?
Huh?
Do we dump them?
No, we do not. Not yet.
What?
Okay, wait, sorry. Go ahead and turn to the thing. Because right now it's turned to the sausage.
Beef. All right.
Which is not sausage, it's beef. Make sure all of your pink parts are brown. Because pink equals salmonella and death. At least for the real meat. For the fake meat, I'm actually not sure how that works.
I mean, you probably want to brown it.
Probably brown it anyway. Just assume that you should brown. Oh, there we go.
Okay. What am I doing?
All right, there's garlic, right?
Garlic.
Now, I believe it says 2 cloves, but we're going to use like 5.
Okay.
Right?
Wait, do I need to chop up garlic too?
Yep. Go,
What?
open this.
Why?
Because I only got enough for 1 and we're
Why?
making 2. Because I wasn't thinking.
Why?
Because I am an idiot. What part of this do you not get? All right, so take out 5 cloves, circumcise them, and put them in the choppy doppy. The chopper lopper.
I take
The
5.
chopper thingy.
The 5
The
garlic
choppity chop chops. What?
5 garlic.
5 garlic cloves.
Okay.
Circumcise them.
Okay, beef.
They've got a nasty end on them, right?
They have nasty butts.
They have a nasty, nasty
They
tip.
have nasty butts.
They have a nasty little foreskin.
You have problems.
That nasty foreskin must be removed because it's nasty. And yes, I do have problems. I have incredible problems. You have no idea. It's an interesting difference to smell, by the way, between the real meat and
then I
fake
put them in
meat.
the choppy chop?
Go ahead and chop them. Grab them and trim them. Yes. Yes, do that. Rinse them off and put them in the choppy chopper. And the meat is just about done browning, which is good. Now would be a good time for us to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to leave that right there. There we go. 350 degrees. Put those in there. Very good. Put that on top. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's okay.
Now. Oh, it's not quite. You're right. It's all right. It's all right. Here, I got it. All right. So I'm going to need you.
The onions are extracting their revenge.
It's all right. It's all right. Now I'm going to need you to go over there and get a few things.
Okay, what am I getting?
All right. So first of all, you are going to get salt.
Salt?
Salt.
Alright, salt. How much salt?
Well, first of all, okay, just bring the salt. Just put it on the table. Just put it on the table. There you go. Rosemary. Dried rosemary. There it is. Put it on the table. Dried basil. To your left. Put that on the table. And pepper. There it is. Put it on the table.
Yay.
All right. Now.
I'm prepared, huh?
Only
That's
just a
okay.
little bit. That's
That's
all
okay.
right.
It's okay.
That's all right. It's all right. More beer. I'm going to need another bottle in a minute. First, yeah. All right, where are the bowls? There are the bowls. We got 2 bowls. One for regular meat and one for fake meat. All right, here. Set that over there for a moment.
Alright, what am I doing?
All right.
Don't put it in the garbage.
Don't put it in the garbage. Don't put it on the stove. Just put it over there for now. So I'm actually going to turn off the heat for both of these. Bring that bowl. Bring the bowl over here.
This bowl?
Bring the bowl.
Okay, okay.
We're going to transfer the meat into the bowl. Bring it closer.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. All right, we're going to transfer the meat into the bowl, leaving behind the juice.
Stupid juice.
Stupid juice. Bring that in there.
It's very exciting.
Oh, this is incredibly exciting. Do not deny how exciting this is.
This is so exciting.
This is the excitement of removing beef from...
Put your meat into my bowl.
Exactly.
Put your meat into my bowl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because if all your meat goes in my bowl, it will soothe my heart and soul with your meat in my bowl. Oh, stupid. All right, let's do this thing. All right, here we go. More meat in more bowl. Except this is fake meat. All right, so I want you to reach under there and grab the onions.
Oinouns?
Well, yes, you'll see there's some oinouns down there.
These oinouns?
These oinouns.
Do I put the oinouns in the thing?
Put those oinouns in the pan.
These?
Yes. So put the oinouns in the pan.
Oinouns in the pan.
That should be one oinoun.
It is one oinoun.
Now, I want you to reach down there and grab the garlic.
Okay.
What did you just pull out of there?
I thought it was a thing, but it was actually just a weird onion thing.
All right, it's a weird oinoun. Fine. All right, get the garlic. Put the garlic in there.
There.
Now, if you go down there, there should be some more stuff. What sort of stuff is down there?
There is. It's basil and rosemary.
Is it basil and rosemary?
It's basil and rosemary.
It should be about a half teaspoon of each, I believe.
It is.
Yes, very good. Okay, let's put the basil and rosemary in there. Very good. Very good.
And there's also some black pepper.
And there's some black pepper. That should be about a half teaspoon of black pepper.
Yep.
Fantastic. And is there anything else?
And salt.
Salt. There should be like, well, I'll find out in a minute, but salt. All right, I'm going to turn this on.
There's an egg here, too.
No, leave the egg, leave the egg. The egg comes later.
The egg is a mystery.
The egg is a mystery.
It's a mystery egg.
It's a mystery egg. But the mystery egg will be worth it soon enough.
What could be in the egg of mysteries? Is it a secret prize? Perhaps.
Oh, there's one other thing that needs to go in here.
What?
Butter.
Oh, okay.
Now that I've got the onions in here, I also need butter in there. You'll see that there's two things of butter. There's real butter and fake butter. So grab the fake butter. For this thing, this is the real meat.
Fake butter.
Fake butter. I'm gonna get a real knife for my fake butter. And there's a number there that says how much butter you should use, but I'm gonna use my heart.
Okay.
Sound good for you?
Use your heart.
I'm gonna use my heart.
Your heart.
And my heart says
use your heart.
that much. For that much onions?
Yes.
That's about right, yeah.
Basil and Rosemary would be a good band name. Maybe we should be Basil and Rosemary.
Am I Basil?
No, I'm Basil. You're Rosemary.
I was. Okay. I mean, if I'm going to be Rosemary, then I feel like I need to change my outfit.
Oh, to what?
I don't know. Anyway, more onions because we're doing this twice. So onions. Go in there.
Wonk.
Wonk. With the garlic, which you just choppity. It's right there.
No.
Turn.
Oh. Ooh.
Very good. Now, take out the blade first. There you are. Now you can stick your finger in there. Here, I'll stick my finger in there.
Stick your finger in it.
Yes, always remove the blade before you stick your finger in there. Those
Rule
are words to
thumb.
or you'll lose your thumb.
Yeah, that was what I was.
Ah, I see what you did there. Ah. Anyway, all right, so we've got our onions, we've got our garlic. What's next? Do you remember?
Is it basil and rosemary?
It is basil and rosemary, which I believe is a half teaspoon of each.
Okay.
So there's the teaspoons. There's the spoons. There's your spoons. There's your spoons.
Half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon.
A half tisp.
A half tisp.
Half tisp.
Half tisp of the basil. Half tisp of the basil.
All right, half.
Toss that in there.
Boop.
Very good. Half tisp of the rosemary. Here, just pass me the basil.
Okay.
Put that there for now.
Patches
Of the rosemary.
of rosemary. Oh, that's too big. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going.
It's all right. You're doing fine.
Stop stressing me
You're doing fine.
out.
You're doing
Oh,
fine.
In there. Oh, yes, it does. Okay.
You're doing fine. I believe in you. Right, put that in there. Rosemary. And salt. 1 teaspoon. Here, just pass me the rosemary.
Here you go. Have some salt. This is 1 full teaspoon.
1 full teaspoon.
1 full teaspoon.
Salt. Very good.
And the black pepper, right?
And the blue pepper, which I'm going to go ahead and take care of that.
You do it.
You get some more butter. Here, go ahead and put that in the sink.
But isn't this butter knife? Oh, this is the fake butter knife.
That's the fake butter. Actually, well, it doesn't really matter if the fake butter gets mixed in with the real butter. You just don't want the real butter mixed in with the fake butter.
But we want more dishes because we are masochists.
So we're going to need, what was it? A half teaspoon of pepper, right?
Yeah.
Half a teaspoon of pepper. So that's 75 turns.
Did you count?
Last time.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive.
I'm OCD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a little bit of butter.
I'm getting some butter.
That's it. Say again.
I'm getting the butter. Some
There we go.
Wow. Damn, son. Well, I guess you did it.
I did. All right, let's turn this on. No, that was already on.
It's already on.
That. Yeah, let's turn this down.
And that's
turn this on.
Let's
turn it down. There we go. Mix that up with the butter and get that cooking. So we got our meat. We got our fake meat. We've got our fake beer. Pass me my fake beer.
Your fake beer?
Fake beer.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. I.e. root beer.
Root beer.
Yes.
Beer of the root. All right. What do we need to do now? Do we get to do something with the mushies now?
Very soon. Very soon.
Okay.
We shall do something with the mushies. I promise. We will do something with the mushies. We will do something with these things that we have gotten so far. Look, I believe these onions are getting close.
I think that they might be done, actually.
Not quite, I don't think, but they are close.
I think they're done.
You think they're done?
Yeah, they're all mushy and mushy.
They are mushy and mushy.
They are mushy and mushy.
They are mushy and mushy.
So, that usually means they're done.
Pretty much.
That's the language of onions.
It'd be true. Give that a little bit more time, and while we're giving that just a little bit more time, I'm going to get my my next bottle of real beer. And I'm also going to take a look at the comments because I've been over here in the corner tending to these pans and have completely missed all of the comments. So maybe we should make a Discord server. I'm not sure how Discord servers work.
We might.
And aren't those usually for games?
I don't really know how well we'll do with that medium, but we could try it.
I mean, I could totally just play Skyrim.
Yeah.
And Morrowind.
What about something like a video thing, though?
It's a video thing.
No, it's not a video.
It's not a video.
It's like a voice only.
It's just a voice only?
I mean, I could be wrong.
So am I a radio show? Is that how it works?
It could be a radio show.
But yeah. My goodness, I missed quite a few. I missed quite a few of these. Apparently, we are the soundtrack. Soundtrack. We are the soundtrack for Agricolatere. For them in the writing of their Daggerfall fanfiction.
Ew, I always wanted to be in a Daggerfall fanfiction.
I know.
I haven't always wanted that, but I do now.
Indeed, it'd be true. Oh, apparently there's something about a 20-foot collapsible maypole. There's a joke in there somewhere. And then they had to circumcise it. Agricola Terre has some interesting stories about collapsible maypoles that get circumcised. Have you been seeing these, by the way?
Not particularly.
So you have so I have been using it. And, all right, so we can stream over Discord apparently. So we can stream over Discord, and apparently it is more effective than Skype or Zoom for group calls, which is good to know. So get a Discord. Do you need a Discord account? Is that how Discord works?
I mean, I have a Discord.
I mean, do we have a Zoom? I'm pretty sure we have a Zoom.
I don't know if we have. Well, I mean,
I've used Zoom.
We have like personal accounts.
Does it matter? Like, I guess I've never hosted a Zoom.
No,
Should I host a Zoom?
I don't know.
Is that wise?
What
would I host a Zoom for?
I don't know. I think that YouTube is our best medium, actually.
I do think it is.
At
least so far.
YouTube, we love you.
All right, so I believe that this all-known mixture is just about done.
Yay.
Let me give this all-known mixture a look-see. This one needs more time.
Definitely.
This one definitely needs more time.
Okay.
But then again, we sort of just put it in there, didn't we? And
So you can do stuff with that, right?
What?
What do we do with this?
So, all right. So first, I'll take it off the fire and turn that off. There you go. Put that in the meat.
Into the meat you go.
Into the meat you go.
Give me the sweet
Yeah, go ahead and here, take the spatula and just sort of mix that in. Let me move that butter out of the way.
We'll put it back in the fridge and then eat it.
Indeed, we don't. I don't believe. No, we do not. That
No,
always.
put it in the fridge then.
All that we needed it for was for the. Oh, now.
Oh my goodness.
I think that was a very well placed lob. It wasn't even a good toss. It was just a lob.
It was a lob. All right, it is in the meat. Do we mix it into the meat?
You mix it into the meat. So get the crack. Where did the thing go? Oh, you got it over there.
Yep.
Go ahead and use a spatula to mix that into the meat. Very good.
Spatula.
While you're doing
put that
that.
in the fridge.
What?
Put that in the fridge.
Putting that in the fridge. Is there a box?
Probably.
There is the box. All right.
All right, I think that it is thoroughly mixed.
Very good. So let me mix that in. Now, how is that? What's the temperature on that feel like?
On the meat?
On the meat, yes.
It's cooling down. But
it's cooling down. The point is, if you were to stick your hand in there, would it hurt?
No.
All right, good. So go ahead and let that brown just a little bit more. Soften and bake and braise and whatever words. All right. Onions, meat. Next. Bowl. Scooch.
Oh, this way?
No, this
way?
Why do you do this to me?
Because I think it's fun.
I know you think it's fun. Why do you think it's fun?
I don't know.
Why do you think it's fun to torment me?
know.
All right. Next thing we're going to need, we're going to take this egg, right?
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Here, I'll crack it for you.
Crack it. Boop.
Whoop.
And you didn't get any eggshells
I didn't
into
get
the
any
thing.
shell in the thing.
Not that one.
Oh, let's recycle the eggshell.
Whisk it. Whisk it. Whiskey.
All right, what do I do with this whisk? I mean, this egg.
Is it done whisking?
It is done whisking.
Is it whisked?
It is whisked.
All right, put it into the meat.
All right, into the meat.
Put the egg into the meat. And now you remember
that's
this.
why you asked me if it was still hot.
Yeah, because you don't want it to scramble.
Yeah.
So start mixing that in. With you can go ahead and use the here. Just pass that to me, and I'm gonna get me another egg. And yeah, so go ahead and
Mixing.
mix that in. And the final ingredient that we are going to put in there is the breadcrumbs. Remember when we made breadcrumbs?
We did make breadcrumbs.
At the beginning of the show?
We did.
At the very, very beginning of the show, we made breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
That was fun.
All right.
Sort of anyway.
So there are your breadcrumbs. You're going to need 4 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Although that being said, we might need a little bit more. We'll see how it goes. But the recipe says 4 tablespoons.
Okay.
And we got plenty.
I think we have much more than needed, but yes.
We have much more than we need, which is fine by me.
Boop. And boop.
All right, mix that in. Mix that together. And the idea is you want to mix it up until it gets to like a pasty consistency.
Oh, okay.
Because then that is what we're stuffing into the mushrooms.
Oh. Oh.
Got our second egg over here. Very good. Now the whisk can go elsewhere. Over here. Yeah, that's the place for the whisk right now. You. So.
Is that good?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think you could squish that into a ball and it would stay ball shaped?
Probably.
Probably.
Yep.
Does it seem? I don't actually. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
I am thinking that this could actually use some more breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Go ahead and put 2 more tablespoons in there.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah. 2 more tablespoons of breadcrumbs.
Sweet.
All right.
And
These onions are done.
And another.
So I'm going to put you over here. Put you over here. That goes in there. And you come over here. Turn that on. Very good. You go there. And let's mix in the onions with the fake meat over here. We got the real meat over there. We got the fake meat over here. And I think that all shall be well in the land of Nod. What about you?
Yeah. All right. I think. Okay. This is good. This is good.
This is good?
This is good.
I think this is good. All right. So now comes our final step. You're on the final step. I'm still on the penultimate step. So here is this thing for you.
Okay.
Now, this is what you do.
This is what I do.
This is what you do.
This is what I do.
You take. First, we'll put that down. There we go. Here, let me grab that. And that. All right. So, in one hand, take your mushroom cap. Drink the beer. First, drink the beer. Always drink the beer first.
You think we should use the big one for the meat or the non-meat?
Meat.
All right.
You take your mushroom cap.
You flip it upside down?
You flip it upside down. Actually, keep it in your hand. You keep it in your hand. Hold it in your hand like a cup. Cup of your hand. Now, take your other hand. Grab your meat. You can use a spoon, I guess.
Spoon!
All right, I'll let you use a spoon.
Spoon!
Basically, stuff your meat into your cap.
Ooh, that sounds dirty.
It does kind of sound dirty, but I'm up for it. Stuff that meat in that cap. All right, I've got my onions and meat, fake meat.
How much do I stuff into the
Stuff it good.
Okay.
Like stuff it good.
Okay.
Like use
Right.
use the back of your spoon to kind of pack it in there.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna switch to my dumb hand.
There you go.
My dumb hand.
Your dumb hand. Very good. All right, I think I have got my meat and onions mixed up over here. I'm going to add my eggs to my mixture. Meat and onions.
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 Very good. Here, you go over here. I don't touch it anymore. You're good. You're good. You're good. Mix that in. And if you could pass me the bread crumbs.
Should we remove the stems, actually?
Huh? Oh, you didn't remove the stems already?
Well, this one already didn't have one.
Oh, there you go. So yeah,
This
remove
one
the
does.
stems. Yes, you do want to remove the stems. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention that
You
earlier.
did, but that's okay.
Here,
That
just
one
pass
did-
them over here.
That one didn't have one.
Oh,
Oh, but is that
Oh, there you go.
legal?
they're edible.
Is it legal?
Why wouldn't it not be
It's
legal?
not legal. Wait,
What?
what did you tell me to do before?
What?
What did you tell me to do before? I forget.
Stop your mushrooms.
Oh, well, no. You said something after that, didn't you?
What?
Okay, well, never mind.
I don't know. Oh, pass me the breadcrumbs.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
All right, and the spoon, measuring spoon. 4 tablespoons, except I already know that's not enough. Let's go with 6 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. 4, 5,
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Very good.
Ooh, yeah.
Are you doing all right?
Yes, these are going to be heartily stuffed mushrooms.
Heartily stuffed mushrooms. Heartily stuffed with your mushrooms.
Heartily stuffed mushrooms.
And then get a third one, and then a fourth one, and you want to stuff 4 mushrooms. And this is actually, remember when I told you this was the last step? It's actually the penultimate step. Well, the penultimate step. There's still 2 more steps.
Stem.
Yummy. Home. Nothing wrong with eating raw mushrooms. Good for you. All right, I got my mixture all mixed up. Stay. I got me a tray over here. Mushroom.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom.
Room. Just in case you've haven't encountered map men.
Don't sue us, map men. We like your channel.
Yeah.
Don't watch map men.
I like map men.
Me too.
Maps are the sort of thing that get me hard.
Ew. Well,
It'd be
that's
true.
more information than we needed to know about you.
Oh, no, you need to know. You need to know, just so that you know, never to bring me to a cartographer's meeting, unless it also happens to be an orgy.
Here, eat this.
Yummy. All right, let's stuff
them.
Stuff my mushrooms.
Stuff them. Stuff that meat. Pack that meat. Pack it.
Pack it in good.
Pack that meat.
Pack that meat.
Pack that meat.
Pack it hard.
Yeah.
Pack it high.
Yes.
Go ahead and pile it up. Yeah. Yeah, just get yourself a nice big pile of juicy fake meat, or real meat in your case.
I've got it. I only accept real meat.
Hmm?
I only accept real meat.
You
Actually,
only
that's
accept-
not true. I will also eat fake meat.
Indeed.
I'm not a man of principle.
Are you now?
I said I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
I'm a man of well and taste.
Now are we going to be adding that to our repertoire?
Nah. Actually,
No.
I guess we could, but we'll probably run into copyright infringement issues.
Well, I guess so. I do like that song. It might just be because it's at the end of Interview with a Vampire, and I fell in love with that movie when I was
Is that the end of Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
When they're driving off into the moonset. I would say sunset, but vampires. What?
I don't know. I don't remember that, but that sounds just about right, I guess.
You don't remember that part of the movie?
No, I've only seen it once.
You only seen it once.
I've only seen it once.
When?
I don't know, like 2
I'm
years
curious.
ago. When did I see it?
Yeah, more or less.
A couple years ago.
A couple of years ago?
Like maybe 3 years ago.
Was it with me?
Yes.
I was there?
You were there.
I don't remember this.
You were the one who showed it to me.
I showed it to you.
Because I hadn't seen it. You were like, oh my god, we need to watch it.
Well, it's a movie from my emo teen years.
Yeah, I know. You had better vampire romance.
Yeah, I know.
I got stuck with Twilight. That
Yeah.
was my generation's.
My generation's emo vampires were cool.
They were better.
They were better. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I
Your
mean,
parents'
that's overdramatic
generation's
as fuck.
emo vampires were much better than either of ours.
I mean, a lot of things are better than Twilight. Like, a lot.
I mean, yeah, that is fair. Like,
At least you got a
to-
period piece, though.
To the point where still
You
a
got it
better love
set in
story than
modern
Twilight is a
Washington.
praise. Now, remember how I said we're not quite done?
Oh, that was a phrase, wasn't it?
What?
I forgot about that.
Better love story than Twilight.
Aw, that's like such a 2008 meme.
I know.
Stop eating the mushroom.
I'm in the thumb. I'm in the thumb.
Yes.
I
I'm sprinkling them with what? Oh, breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Sprinkle my crumbs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
Very good. Very good. Now, I believe either I have more meat in mine, or...
I stuffed these. I stuffed them.
I mean, I'm stuffing them fairly hard too, but apparently I'm not stuffing them hard enough.
I stuff it. I am the ultimate meat backer.
Are you now?
Yes.
I always knew I could count on you. Here, let me pile it high and deep. A little bit more. Pile it high.
You gotta pile it high.
It's alright. If you gotta pile it high, then pile it high.
Pile it high.
Pile it as high as you need to.
Pile it high, Lulu.
Pile it high, strong. Oh, what the Lord with the Navy doing? Poor old Lulu's gone. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even sure if I'm doing that right.
I don't know.
Because frankly, the only person that I heard sing it sang it off key.
Oh no, really?
Maybe.
See, there you go. And I piled high. This is going to be the most
Very
filling
good.
mushroom you've ever eaten.
I know, and here's the funny thing, by the way. As far as Hobbit suppers go, this is a side dish.
Really?
This is meant to be a side dish.
This is making me full just looking at it.
All right, so move that a little bit over. Well, first of all, pass the breadcrumbs.
You're at your breadcrumbs.
Indeed. So move that a little over, the whole thing.
Okay.
Like the table.
Oh, the table.
Yes. You know? Because there's wheels on it. All right, open up the oven. You're going to have to move the table a bit more than that. Because you need to open it all the way.
Okay, fine, I'm moving it.
You need to open the oven all the way if you're going to put anything in it.
Okay.
All right, now putting it in the oven.
On the top, the bottom.
Let's put that one on the top. Actually, orient it the other way and move it over to one side. Pick a side. Very good. All right, I'm just trying to get as much of the breadcrumbs on here as I can. And they're spilling, but it's all right.
It's fine.
The breadcrumbs that spill. The breadcrumbs that spill will just burn and it'll be fine. And the breadcrumbs
Will they catch on fire?
No. The breadcrumbs that stick to the top will create a nice little crust on top.
Okay.
That's the idea of the breadcrumbs.
All right, let's put that in the oven.
Not yet. Because
Okay.
remember, there's a reason why we did one with real meat and one with...
Let's
Close that for now.
Okay.
Remember, there's a reason we did one with real meat and one with fake meat, right?
Cheese!
Cheese!
All right, let's get some cheese on this fiesta.
Let's get some cheese.
Let's get some cheese.
Let's get some cheese.
Let's get some cheese.
And you know what we forgot to wash?
The cheese?
Grater.
No, I washed it.
This thing?
Yeah, you know why? It's because I said that you were going to wash it. And you never did.
Did I? All right, I'll just use the old-fashioned grater. The old-fashioned grater is not...
I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out.
Fine, I said I was going to wash it.
Back to last episode when I said that he was going to watch it. Well,
I
did on that, he never did.
I apologize.
And I left it in the sink the entire
I apologize.
week.
By the way, and I'm missing all of the comments, by the way. Not all of the comments, but a lot. There we go.
Here, I can wash this real quick if you want.
No, it's all right. You can use this. This is fine.
It's all right.
This is fine.
No, I got it.
Are you sure?
I got it, yes.
Are you sure?
I got it.
Are you sure?
I got it, yes.
Because I can use it. I can use it.
Actually, I don't know how to take it out.
All right.
Take it out of the thing. Take it out of
Let
the
me
thing.
just use the regular.
No!
I'm going to use the regular cheese grater. I'm going to use the regular cheese grater. Besides, it's mozzarella, and I've had issues with mozzarella in the past. What? All right, let's try this. Are you ready?
I think this is going to be a bad. Yeah, this is a bad decision.
This is a bad decision?
This is a bad decision. Get the other one.
Get the other one?
Get the other one.
All right.
Get the other one.
All right, I knew there was a reason we wanted
Ah, you peed.
I peed.
You peed.
I peed. Wipe it off. Wipe off the mozzarella pee. You got mozzarella pee all over. How do we have so few paper towels? It's a pandemic. We should have all of the paper towels. It's all right. We're good. Okay, I'm going to actually wash the cheese grater here, the real cheese grater.
Good.
Fine.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Do it.
I will.
Do it.
I am. I'm doing it. I'm washing last week's.
That's last week's cheese.
Last week's
You
goat
never
Cuda.
washed the cheese off of the thing.
I washed some of the other stuff. I just didn't wash the cheese grater because the cheese grater is hard to wash. You have to take it apart.
You kept
It's in
leaving
all
it
sorts
there.
of pieces. I kept leaving it in there. Other things made their way in, and I watched those things, but I never watched the cheese grater. I feel like this is a badly done spoken word poem. I could one day recite poetry at an inauguration. My poetry will suck.
Cheese because in order to clean the cheese grater, you have to first take apart the cheese. It's my poem about cheese graters.
I'm glad. I like it. I would snap my fingers, but I am wet.
I'll snap for myself.
You're gonna snap yourself?
Yes.
That sounds like something dirty. To snap yourself?
You bend and snap.
Bend and snap?
You bend and snap.
Is that what now?
You bend and snap. I guess it is an old reference.
An old reference to what?
I think it's Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Really? You should see it.
Is it good?
It's surprisingly good.
So it's about a blonde who decides to be a lawyer, right?
Yeah, it's
That seems like the most unnecessary plot. Like that seems like the faultiest premise for a plot ever. It's like, here's a story about a blonde who goes to be a lawyer.
I don't know.
It's like, here's a story about a brunette who goes to be a truck driver. I don't know.
Well, it's I don't know.
Oh, it's based off of the stereotype that blondes are stupid.
It is.
I see.
Yeah.
And that's really the only reason why it's worth it, is because it's a movie that is basing itself on the premise of a stereotype in hand. That's all right. That's all right. It's the handle. The handle can be a little dirty. It's all right. By the way,
I told you that you remind me of a roseate spoon mill.
What?
Sorry.
Did you ever tell you that you remind me of a very young Lucille Ball? That's all right. All right, let me actually read these torments. No, the comments. The torment. I'm all right. I am all right. I am all right. There's someone who's using a fake name, but he looks like Thomas Paine. But that is neither here nor there. So we can chop the stems small and mix them into the stuffing. I'm just not sure what stems we're talking about, because that was a while ago, and I didn't see the comment in whatever.
In situ?
Yes, thank you. The Lincolnshire Poacher. Same tune as The Chandler's Wife. And it's about hunting laws. I'm actually intrigued. I kind of want to look that up. The Lincolnshire Poacher.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I know. It does look like a main dish with 2 days of leftovers.
Yeah. It probably will be, too.
And indeed. It's going to take us a while to finish these.
Oh,
all right. So let's put this cheese on here, which means that we're going to get a knife. And I'm going to cut the cheese. Are you ready for me to cut the cheese? Ah, too late.
Ew.
You weren't able to give your input into the matter because
chugging.
you waited too long to answer the question of, do you want me to cut the cheese? There we go. All right, let's put this back together. Our nifty little doodad. Our little zippity doodad.
Did you clean it this time?
There we go. What?
Did you clean it this time?
I just cleaned it.
You just cleaned it?
I just cleaned it. Now I'm going to.
Clean it again?
What?
Are you going to clean it again? Or was this a one-time thing?
I'll clean it again. There we go. We got a nice
clean up your act.
bit of mozzarella, and that does work a lot better, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That does work a lot better than the hand grater. This is much easier, much simpler, and much prettier, frankly.
It's like one of those as seen on TV ads where it's like, don't try to use a regular cheese grater.
Regular cheese graters just are terrible. No, that doesn't sound. Regular cheese graters just won't do.
No, you gotta ask it in the form of a question. It's like, are you tired of regular cheese graters not getting your mozzarella out in the correct fashion?
No, wait, no. That's. Are you tired of regular cheese graters?
Hi,
Regular
Billy Mays here.
Are you tired of the regular cheese grater? Are you tired of scraped fingers? Ungrated cheese. Ew. This just won't do. I say we're through. which is why we have the grater grater.
The grater grater. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you see what I did there?
Yeah, okay.
Oh god, that was terrible. All right, I think that's enough cheese.
The grater grater.
Unless I want to put more cheese, I'm gonna put more cheese on. More cheese, more cheese, more cheese. Until we're done with cheese. This is gonna burn terribly.
Yep.
Not all of it. The mushrooms will be fine, but like there's a lot of cheese like on the.
Wow, that's gonna be a lot of burnt cheese.
That's gonna be.
This is why you put foil down.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. All right.
Let's get this over here.
So put this.
Try to get like some of this onto the mushrooms.
Some.
Here, if I can go there.
Squished.
There. That works.
Indeed. All right. Open up the thing, and put this on the bottom rack, to the left.
Ooh, that's already starting to smell.
That's already starting to smell. How long has that been in there?
Only a couple minutes.
Not that. No, actually more than that. I think it's been there for about 5 minutes.
That's what I said by a couple minutes.
Oh, very well. All right. So put that in there.
Hold on, I gotta. Yeah.
Oh, right. Open it up the rest of the way. Bottom? Yes. Very good. All right. And now we are 350 degrees. You're right, that is already starting to smell very nice.
Yeah, it smells like mushy goodness.
All right, so our mushy goodness is now in the oven at 350 degrees, and it has to be in there for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yes.
Which means that they should be done by the end of the show.
Really?
Yeah, we timed this out rather well. I just come to accept that this show is an hour and a half.
Okay.
It's like I've tried to get it down to an hour, but it's never happened, and I don't think it will. It's just an hour and a half is just what it kind of has to be.
I guess so.
Because I'm not sure I know how to cook in less time than that.
Maybe
But while we are
someday.
waiting, what?
Maybe someday.
Maybe a little bit of the beer went down the wrong tube.
Oh,
I'm all right. Because you know what? We have something to do while we wait for our mushrooms to finish.
no. What's that?
Well, first of all, I'm going to take a look at the comments. Right? But yes, it does look very appealing. I'm liking it so far. Apparently the burnt bits are good too. Just peel it off and eat it like a chip. Which I'm kind of, I'll try that. But yeah, while we're waiting for the mushrooms, it is time to work on our last gallon of mead, which I forgot the cookbook for. I'm going to grab that real quick.
Oh no!
It's all right.
No!
We don't need it.
No! No! Well, I guess it's.
I want it because I want to be able to read off the recipe. So this mead was from this, the Elder Scrolls, the official cookbook from the Elder Scrolls games, which includes Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfell. I haven't played Daggerfell yet. That's before my time.
I think it's before most people's time. Well, not most people, but a lot of people.
Most me's.
Yeah, most
It's before most me's time. So
that makes perfect sense.
that being said, if you have ever played Skyrim, if you've ever been to the land of Skyrim, and if you've ever been to Helgen, you may have run across Velod, who makes mead with juniper berries.
Actually, you can't run across him because he dies in the first 10 seconds of the game.
Yes, he does. Although I was surprised to find out that Velod was a dude.
Velod is a dude.
I assumed that Velod was the girl that the other guy was sweet on.
No.
Well, because here's the thing. He says, Helgen, I used to be sweet on a girl from there.
I
wonder if Velod still makes that mead of juniper berries.
Oh, make me your juniper berry mead.
Well, here's the thing. That juxtaposition of the one phrase after the other phrase does make it sound like Velod is the girl that he was sweet on.
Yes, but Velod's actually an old guy.
Velod is actually an old guy.
And he dies pretty fast.
Yes, he
does.
does.
You can't talk to him. But you can
Apparently
find some bottles of the mead like lying around the ruins of Helgen.
Apparently Daggerfell has a modding scene.
I think all the Elder Scrolls games probably do.
Just like Daggerfell.
Yeah.
Well, very well.
Now that he knows he can mod it, he'll play it.
Maybe.
Oh man, I can smell those juniper berries from here.
Oh, good. Oh my, that is an interesting smell.
That is an interesting
Indeed.
smell.
So go ahead and read off the recipe while I grab the other things we're going to need.
All right. So And this one, in addition to the base of water and honey that goes into all mead and yeast, you're gonna want 4 tablespoons of crushed juniper berries, 4 teaspoons of dried yarrow, and 2 tablespoons of dried hibiscus flowers. So
that is
if it weren't for the hibiscus, it would actually be quite period.
So that is Vlog's mead made from juniper berries. Just go ahead and put some cheesecloth in there. Now, good gentles all, if I was a smart person and cared about myself, then I would get a siphon and use science to transfer the mead from here to there, but I'm not that smart. So slowly, we're going to use a sieve with some cheesecloth to strain all of here. All of the juniper berries, the yarrow, the hibiscus. You're doing very well, Twig, by the way.
Thanks.
Just so you know.
I'm very good at pours.
If you enjoy this, the cooking show, then you may feel free to like and subscribe. If you click the like button, then the YouTube algorithm will think that people like us. And it will recommend us to other people, which would be nice. If you enjoy this, then you may also feel free to donate to our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/foxybard, where you can see back episodes that you may have missed of our cooking show, and also our weekend shows, which I will come to in a moment. You can also vote on things. Vote on what we're going to cook next. Vote on what our next cookbook is going to be. Also, I'm going to post a video of the Cornish estate very soon. I promise.
It's being edited.
It is being edited.
It is in progress.
It is in progress. The editing software has updated. It took a lot longer than I would have liked.
Indeed.
But
Whee. Oh, that's a lot of sludge.
That's all right. That's all right. That's
We're
right.
getting to the dregs.
We are getting to the dregs. We're getting to the dregs. Ah.
Sorry, I got
slowly.
I got excited. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We're gonna have to strain this a few more times anyway. This is just the,
okay.
This is just the initial straining.
That was a slight upper body workout.
That was. So yeah, you can feel free to go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/foxybard. Link in the down there. You can also go to our Bandcamp where you can purchase our album, because we have an album. We are ostensibly musicians.
Ostensibly.
And you can purchase our album in the down. You can also give us a one-time donation on Bandcamp of any amount that you choose. The Dowie Dems of Yarrow. I'm not familiar with that song. I assume it's a song. Although it might be a band.
I am thrilled if it is either of those, because yarrow is my favorite plant. So
there are airships and telescopes. Good to know. All right, let me just toss out these dregs a bit. Where'd the garbage?
We're gonna have to learn that song.
The Dowie Dregs of Yarrow?
Yes.
The Dowie Dems?
We're gonna have to.
The Dowie Dems?
Yes.
What is it?
I don't know.
The Dowie. It's right there.
The Dowie Dems of Yarrow.
The Dowie Dems of Yarrow.
There you go.
Very well. We're gonna try to learn that. Rinse off there.
Woo.
But yes, you can. Anything else I'm forgetting? Patreon, Bandcamp. Also, we are ostensibly musicians and we do music shows. Join us on Saturday nights at 9 o'clock for drinking hour, where we drink and sing and shenanigans. And join us on Sundays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for Foxy's Hangover Hour, where it's also drinking.
But in the morning.
And coffee. All of the times, by the way, our shows, Saturday night at 9, to Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and Thursday afternoon at 6. All of these are Eastern American Standard Time. And let us give the juniper berry mead a taste.
It's so purple.
It is very purple.
It's very purple.
Well, that is the juniper berries. The juniper berries have done a very good job of coloring the mead, which is nice.
And hibiscus.
The hibiscus, yeah. The hibiscus
very, very deep red.
Definitely gives it the coloring. Now, I've had hibiscus tea, and I've had mulled wine flavored with juniper berries, and I like both of those. So let's see how this tastes. Let's give this a smell. You really smell the juniper.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Slanch it.
Clink.
Oh, that's tart.
I like it, weirdly enough.
That is weird. Oh, that is weird.
It tastes very herbal.
It gets more nuanced as it sits in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's got like that weird bitter taste of the juniper berries.
I like it actually. It's kind of.
It's got the sweetness of the hibiscus.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting used to the taste of yarrow. I guess that's that weird kind of grassy taste in there. It's got a bit of like.
Yeah.
That kind of taste that you get at the back of your mouth when you've been mowing a field.
Yeah, basically.
Which is that's yarrow. It's effectively a grass.
Well, it kind of. It's not a grass at all, but it's an herbaceous plant.
It's not a grass?
No, it's not grass. It's not grass.
I don't know. I just kind of think of anything that grows in a field as grass, regardless of what it is.
It's very frequently a wildflower.
It is a wildflower, very well.
Yeah, it grows wild all the time in this part of the country.
This is so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, this is unusual. It's definitely going to need another filtering. Because I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing a couple of bits here and there that got missed. Dang, that is interesting. This isn't unusual.
I like it.
I definitely like it. But this is definitely an odder mead. So of all the meads that we've had, so we've got, I would say I like the Nord mead the best.
Yeah.
That definitely has the fruitiest and sweetest taste. For me, the Blackbriar being a close second.
Yeah, I actually think that this one is tied with Blackbriar.
This is your close second?
I like the taste of yarrow, though.
I think honey brew would be the third for me, and this would be the fourth.
Oh, really?
This would be the fourth for me. But it's close. Like, this is good. I'm not saying this is bad. Just because it's fourth place does not mean bad. And
of course, sock mead comes in last.
Sock mead, yeah, the first mead that we tried. So here's the thing, by the way, when it comes to all of our mead, each one we used 14 grams of yeast per gallon, and I've realized in retrospect that was a mistake. And next time we brew mead, I will be going with 11 grams per gallon. Bring that down, because we made what we have affectionately called sock mead, because that's what it tastes like, where it was just nothing but honey, water, and yeast. And the yeast is just so overpowering. I used way too much yeast. 14 grams is apparently too much. So I'm going to bring it down to 11. And hopefully the yeast will not negatively affect the mead anymore. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the other four meads taste like with less yeast. Because the other four meads, they do taste good. And it's because they have so much stuff in them, it overpowers the nastiness of the taste of the yeast. And so if we're using less yeast, and therefore less nasty and more tasty, I'm looking forward to seeing how these taste without the yeast in the background.
Indeed.
I'm going to check on our mushrooms real quick. Scooch. Oh, thank you.
Ooh, I think those top ones.
Those top ones are done.
They are done, and the other ones are very quickly on their way.
Indeed. Those bottom ones will be finished very soon. Pass me a.
You want your oven mitts?
Yes.
Oven mitts.
Pass me an oven mitt. Pull this out. And yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think they're done. They might be too hot to eat at the moment.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got them just in time.
But we can at least show them to the audience.
Indeed. Here, let me just put those there for a moment.
We're going to have to wait to eat them though.
We're going to have to wait.
To end this.
We're going to have to wait. And you know what I think? Give that another like 3 minutes. Is that another 3 minutes?
I think it'll take a little bit more time than that.
I'm stupid and I want them to see me eat these. Another 3 minutes, and first of all, another 3 minutes and we'll be able to take those out. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take those out, and then we're going to eat these in front of all the lovely people. So the lovely people can see us enjoy.
You can burn your mouth off if you want.
Oh, come on. It's not going to take that long to cool off. Look at them. They're small. But either way, they are very pretty. I definitely like how they came out. They've got that overflowy look. And I like the look of the breadcrumbs. I do like the way the breadcrumbs make it look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do like the look of it. It is delightful. And in just a moment, the other one will be done. I'm going to have a bit more of this mead in the meantime. So
Yeah, I'll put these cookbooks away.
So in the meantime, by the way, I will sort of muse just a wee bit, because I'm thinking that I wish to, now that I have sort of dipped me toe into the world of brewing your own alcohol, I feel that I must do more. I really must do more, because I've tried making mead, and I've made a few mistakes, and I have learned a few things. And I would like to try experimenting a bit more. I think I might want to experiment with beer next, but I am also open to experimenting with wine. I'm also open to experimenting with just about anything else. I'm willing to try making sake. I'm willing to even try distilling. Of course, in order to distill, I'm going to have to build myself a distillery. So that's going to be its own thing. What do you think? Shall we do a show in which I build a distillery?
Where?
That's a good question. There's no room in this kitchen.
I think that maybe not.
What if I hang it from the ceiling? Like right here. Have a distillery just hanging right there, just taking up that space. That's a big empty space up there. You just have the coil coming down, and just come right out here, and it'll just be just turn a little nozzle right here. What do you think?
We'll put a pin in it.
We'll put a pin in it?
Yeah.
I kind of want to.
No, you're drunk. Stop trying to build distilleries when you're drunk.
Well, is this yours or mine?
It's mine.
There's mine. Where'd mine go? And now I opened up another one.
Here it is.
Oh. S'more stout. I like it. It's tasty. I have enjoyed this stuff. I think the second batch should be done by now.
I think they are done.
I think they are done.
It looks like they are done. Here, have an oven mitt.
All right, let me scooch this back. Move this out of the way a bit.
Magic oven mitt.
It's magic oven mitt. Pass me the other one. I'm going to move this tea kettle out of the way. Not sure why it was there in the first place.
It's where it lives.
That's just where it lives.
That's its apartment. It pays rent.
Very well.
For the space on the stove.
For the space on the stove.
It's premium in the kitchen.
It is. Oh, what do you think? Does that look done to you?
Yeah.
That does look done. That is nice.
So, this is the mushroom with cheese.
This is the one with cheese. Oh my God, that smells delicious.
I know.
Smell it. Smell it.
That does smell good.
Oh, it smells good with the cheese.
Goodness.
The melty mozzarella goodness is tasty smelling.
I have the urge to add tomato paste to it, but I think that might just be because it smells like pizza.
Pardon me.
All right, let's turn this oven off.
Turn the oven off. Turn the oven off. So I'm going to do something stupid. Are you ready for me to do something stupid?
Always.
Always. Good. Because I need your emotional support.
Okay.
If I'm going to do something stupid.
All right.
So we need a knife. There's a knife. With a sponge. There's a sponge.
There's a sponge. Oh boy.
Wash off the knife.
Okay. Never forget to clean your sword.
Always clean your sword. It says so in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
It does.
And it was voiced by Liam Neeson.
It was.
Which makes it even more real.
Yes.
I believe. Who voiced him in the hokey version?
The hokey version?
The hokey version, the BBC version.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one?
No, I've seen it. Is that the animated one?
Oh my God, that's even worse. You haven't seen the live action?
I've seen the live action Silver Chair, so I imagine if it's anything like that, it's probably terrible.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay, let's give this a slice in half.
Why is this so wobbly? Oh, I know why it's wobbly. Okay.
That's
Don't lean
right.
on this.
It's just the floor.
It's just the floor.
The floor. Right, bring me that plate. That plate. That plate. That plate. That blue and white plate. And I'm going to want a fork.
Oh my God, that smells so good.
It does smell so good. All right. So I'm going to try the fake meat and the real cheese. And it's straight out of the oven. And this is not advisable. But I'm going to do it anyway. Some midget. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
And I'm ready to see how this tastes with the fake meat and the mushroom and the cheese.
Whoosh.
Swoosh.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Moosh.
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 Oh, the cheese is not cooperating.
The cheese is not cooperating. It's kind of like when when you pull up the piece of pizza and the cheese just slides off.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's all right. You can get a little bit of all the pieces. I just want to get a little bit of each piece into one biteful.
Is it good? Is it good?
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Mm. Mm.
That is good. That is very good. That is darn good. And I like the cheese. The little bit of mozzarella does really bring it together. I like it. That being said, I'm going to try it with the real meat now. First, I'm just going to get a bit of meat to wash the taste out of my mouth. A little bit of meat. Moment.
Mmm. That is good. That is good.
And it's right. C.S. Lewis doesn't really know how to write children. I always thought they spoke weird. And I just thought it was because they were British.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, I always just assumed that all British children sounded like that.
Oh man, that is very, very good.
It's like all English children just sound weird, right? That's just how it works. There we go.
I think they just sound like they were written by people who are adults.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like most adults don't know how to write children.
A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't.
Because it's been too long for children.
Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe their children do sound right. See, maybe the Pevensey children would sound a lot faster the plate. Would sound a lot more natural if they were Victorian era children rather than World War II era children. All right, let's try it with the real meat and no cheese. Second fork. Let's give this a taste and see which one is better.
We could have theoretically used vegan cheese on this.
Mm-hmm.
But we forgot to get it, so.
What do you think? Well, easy
I
question.
haven't tasted it yet, so. Mmm.
This is darn good, but it's oddly enough, I think the cheese adds enough to it that I prefer the fake meat. I can't prefer the fake meat and the real cheese over the real meat and no cheese.
I mean, honestly, they're both really good.
They're both darn
The
good.
thing is, I actually really like the way the real meat tastes, though, because it's got that juiciness.
You like the real meat? That does it for you?
Well, yeah.
I know that's totally fine.
I mean, like, I do wish that it had cheese on it, but and I mean, I don't know.
But alas, I may
I'll
not.
put some cheese on it later.
I mean, your heathen self may
cheese.
May boil the kid in its mother's milk. Barbarian.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. So I like them both. I like just the meat by itself, and I also like the fake meat with the mozzarella.
I will say that without the cheese, you can taste the herbs and spices better, though.
You can definitely taste the herbs and spices a little bit better. So yeah, I would say that the stuffed.
You're definitely a success. Either way, they're very good.
They are a rousing success. I'm very, very pleased with how this came out, and do join us again next week on Thursday at 6 o'clock, where we'll be making a Hobbit dinner. I just haven't decided what we're making yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it's going to be dinner. Or it might be afternoon tea. Those are the two meals we haven't done yet.
We can finally do tea time with Twig.
Do you want to do? You know what? You'll have to tune in next week. Next week, Thursday at 6, you will find out whether we're going to do dinner or whether we're going to do tea time with Twig. But either way, it will be cooking with Foxy. And we'll see you next week. Time.